Sorry, good morning everyone, it's Tuesday, you know what that means. Welcome along to episode number 65 of our F1 22 My Team Career Mode, here with Team Chaseliner, and it's time for the Japanese Grand Prix. I think this is where we now start cranking up the pressure on everyone. We need to start making sure everybody knows who in the f we are. Because if they don't start knowing who the fuck we are, then how are we going to get moving forward? You can see we have still loads to do on the R&D reset. We have new sponsors as well, which is coming in dividends. And big time as far as constructors' points and all that is concerned. We're getting money coming in for days, which we do love anyway. Championship, and Jackie leads the way still by 19 points over Max Verstappen, then Lando Norris, George Russell, Sergio Perez, Carlos Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Yuri Vips, Esteban Ocon and Guanyu Zhou up into P10. Loving your work, Guanyu. He's pulling his weight this year, which we all love to see. Unlike Kevin Magnussen in the Aston Martin. Oh no, he scored points, didn't he? So now it's Nicholas Latifi. That means everyone has scored points, which you absolutely love to see. Anyway, what we got here? An employee in the European Paternity Files is the centre of a tweet storm after someone misinterpreted one of their statements. We performed an investigation and spoken with their peers, and it's concluded it's doubtful their offence was intended. Unfortunately, their social media profile makes it very clear who they work for, and this is starting to reflect poorly upon the team. So, if we apologise, we lose 500 Team McLean and 10% morale. We get fire him. Well, we fired the last one.
Thanks.
Door is over there. Use it if you need it. You're fired. I saw what you wrote about Zhou and his Chinese stereotype.
Sooner or later,
punk.
you'll probably be asked by the media.
Anyway,
think carefully, you say.
it's time for the Japanese Grand Prix, so we'll get practiced and qualified. Put the Chinese racial slur behind us, and we will see you on the grid for the Japanese Grand Prix.
Welcome along then to the magnificent Suzuka International Circuit, a stone's throw away from Ise Bay in the beautiful Japanese countryside. What surprises lie in wait for us today at the Japanese Grand Prix? A lap of this historic racetrack covers 3.6 miles. It's the only time during the season that we race on a figure-of-8 circuit. And the drivers can expect some intense G-forces through the 18 corners on offer here as they experience some of the highest average apex speeds on the Formula One calendar. Keep an eye out for overtakes into the final chicane. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. The governess lines up on pole position, and Guanyu Zhou completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Perez, George Russell and Hamilton, Verstappen, Yuri Vips, Sainz and Oscar Piastri, Norris, Leclerc, Esteban Ocon and Stroll, Tictum, Gasly, Alex Albon and Yuki Tsunoda, Mick Schumacher, Latifi, Magnussen and Robert Schwartzman. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. A warm welcome to Anthony Davidson, who's beside me in the commentary box today. Let's talk about the governors. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
It's been a really solid year so far. There have been some incredible standout performances, but what's really impressed me has been the consistency. With this kind of form, I'm expecting another great race today.
OK, we've got 5 races till the end of the season, and we're still in with a chance of taking the Constructors' Championship. Good luck.
I would say she's still in with a good chance of winning the championship. Anyway, on to the race. It is pole position for the Queen. Pole position for the Queen. Definitely feels like the car was absolutely hooked and flying. There's the race strategy will go... we should go softs here. Go soft and then go from there, but we'll see. Yeah. I think if we can get a podium here and Max doesn't do well, we're in with a shout, but it's all about what happens in the race, and that's what she's going to do now. So it is a 1-2 for the pink and black attack. That is the kind of thing I love seeing. We love seeing the fact that it's a 1-2. Zhou absolutely on it as per usual. Hopefully, who knows? Following up from Singapore, he might get another victory. He might. I'm not saying he will, but if he does, then absolutely fantastic. Because you know, that'd be brilliant for the lad.
Conditions look stable at the moment.
But
no rain
this
currently
girl
expected.
getting towards the nitty-gritty end of this championship. Oh yeah. Oh, excuse me. No, seriously, I do think that she's going to take it to the final race. If I'm being perfectly honest. I hope I'm being honest. Let me just make an alteration here. There we go. That's an alteration for the good. Is this pop filter in the right place? I keep looking at this pop filter and thinking it's in the wrong place. It's not the pop filter that's in the wrong place. It's the microphone itself. There we go. If I put you there, and I'll put you there. That's right. That is right, and that is perfect. And speaking of perfect, she's warmed these tyres up very nicely. That's the kind of thing that we like to see. We like to see when she warms the tyres up. Good old tyre warming. Who doesn't swear by it? Well, I wouldn't be going that far ahead to the grid. I'd be backing these guys up if I was her. Backing them up very awkwardly. But good luck, they're free to race. We're not going to have any shenanigans going into the first corner, but they are definitely free
incredible
to
parking there. Nice one.
get the elbows out, as they say.
Launch as the race starts.
And whatever happens, it happens.
Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now.
That's the Chase-Liner way. Some of you will look at me and you'll think, oh, Ian, you're an absolute nutter. But I like to think that that is the Chase-Liner way. But here we go then to 5 red lights here at the Japanese Grand Prix from the front row. And the lights are out and away we go. And, well, Zhou comes straight across to cover Alonso. Jackie's actually covering them both off brilliantly. And Zhou's going to remain P2. Look at that. That's a sight we love seeing. It's a Chase-Liner 1-2 as we go through the S's. Zhou all over the back of Alonso. Oh, those S's are absolutely beautiful when the car hooks up right up over the crest of the hill and down to the Degner corners. Gonna flick it in the first one and then, oh god, that was a bit wide. Jesus, hey, you don't want to be that wide to go under the circuit down to the hairpin. Oh, this hairpin caused a lot of trouble in the F1 manager career mode yesterday, didn't it? Especially if your name was Esteban Ocon. We got a Red Bull side by side with one of the Mercs back there. I think it's one of the Mercs. They keep cutting away at the precise last minute. It's going to be through Spoon and down to 130R for the first time. And let's see. I get PTSD from season 1 when Yuri Vips and Jackie came together down here thanks to Pierre Gasly. Who remembers that? Who honestly remembers that? But status quo resumed as we head over to... I've got to pull my notes up here, folks, because who wouldn't want to pull the notes up? It's Tsunoda and Albon. Tsunoda, the hometown favourite here in the AlphaTauri. He's being passed by the Williams on the inside. Well, no, he's actually going around the outside of the Williams. That was a fair game, and that is P17 for the AlphaTauri man. But here's the... told you I saw a Red Bull and a Merc fight each other, and it was Verstappen and Russell side by side into 130R. Hello! That's the kind of thing we like seeing. Oh, it's a bit of a lock-up from Perez in front there. Zhou is being the perfect teammate here. as Russell holds Verstappen up a little bit. But Zhou is being the perfect teammate here, although to be fair, he's not being that much of a teammate as we head down to the first corner with Verstappen and Russell. You notice the little screen glip there. I think that was just a game. It wasn't anything sinister on our part. But on to that. Well, this is lap number 4 that we are on now, and Piastri is got Hollywoodland Stroll up his inside. This is for P12 as they head through 130. Oh, look at that. That is a sight you'll never get tired of at Japan. Seeing the big old spinning wheel, and Piastri's going to keep that position for the moment. Oh, I hate that camera angle. That is one camera angle we definitely do not like. And we've got, it's going to be Zhou in the pits. So we've got Guanyu coming in the pits. I've got something that I don't need. And got rid of it. So let's see what Zhou does as he comes in. Oh, it's a bit slow on the front tyres there, but he's fine, he's off. I think he's got George Russell right behind him. See if George comes out in a good place. Yes, he does. So they're in clean track. I think we're going to have to pull the trigger and come in next lap. I think that's what we're going to have to do. As we look at Esteban Ocon here, he's chilling. And I think he's about to do more than chill in a second. Yeah, I think he's. I think his car's decided that's the end for today. We'll head off now. Esteban Ocon F1 22. Oh, it's an engine failure actually, mimicking F1 Manager 22 in every way possible. Speaking of every way possible, it looks like Gasly is now going to continue his overtaking of Williams cars. He's going to go after Nicholas Latifi here for P15 up the inside of 130R. You couldn't do that in the past, now you can, and I think it's even scarier than when you couldn't do it on your old, and you had to have the cars just overtake normally, but Gasly actually taken into the lane. As we look at, is that Perez? I think that is Perez, and he's pitted. He's got Carlos Sainz right. I think that's Carlos Sainz right behind him. It could be Alonso. It's one of the two. Lovely stop from the Enstone boys, the Milton Keynes boys. The Ferrari coming out behind him. Where's that? Where is everyone else? You notice that someone hasn't pitted yet, and that's because somebody on the somebody in strategy decided, hey, start on mediums and go to the softs at the end. Oh, there's Zhou. Oh, God, Zhou and Perez side by side. That almost could have ended in tragedy. Tragedy. When the feeling's gone and you can't go... it's too early for steps this early in the morning. But here comes Jackie off the medium tyres. At least they didn't start her on the hards. That's the one thing that we definitely did not want to see. Her starting on hard tyres. Who was that Ferrari that carried on? No, it was Sainz that carried on. So Alonso was the one that pitted with Perez. As Jackie disappears off out of her garage now. Where is Zhou? Where is Perez? You are absolutely kidding me. They have undercut her massively. Ah, you swines. Absolute swines. You are absolute Schweinsteigers. They are, I said it. Speaking of I said it, it looks like Verstappen. Okay, I've got a move going on here that I didn't even know about. Who is that? That's Verstappen. It's definitely Verstappen. He's overtook Alonso, I think. But, here comes trouble. This is Perez on Guanyu Zhou for P2. It's actually for the de facto race lead here. You want to keep that position there, Guanyu. Stop. He's different. Oh, no. Ah, you son of a... he made a mistake. And now Perez has got the lead of the race. He'll have more than the lead of the race when Carlos comes up to him. Although, to be fair, Guanyu is shining. So you can't say much more than that, as we've got now the only guy that's not pitted yet, Carlos Sainz, coming into the lane. Let's see if he goes on to... Well, he should go on to softs. Should. If he goes on to anything other than... That is not the hard tyre, surely. Oh, Ferrari have had a mare. Oh, Ferrari have had a mare. Why have you put him on the hard tyres with what? 3 laps to go. Just why? Perez is through, Zhou is through. Oh, he's going to stay ahead of Jackie, but you know what? I wouldn't even sweat this because look at it. She's on a compound that's 2 steps softer. 2 steps softer, it's going to be a slam dunk, no problem. In fact, on the coming at start lap number 12, that slam dunk may happen. DRS wide open, ERS fully deployed, straight to the inside of turn 1. That's how it's done. See you later, Carlos Sainz. Perfect. That's the soft tyre against the hard tyre, but yeah, you can tell it was a bit of a boring race here in Japan. Not the norm, and Red Bull are going to bring it home for P1, but it's Sergio Perez that's going to do the damage today. He wins the Japanese Grand Prix ahead of Guanyu Zhou P2. That's what we're talking about. Guanyu and Jackie's going to hold on for a podium P3. That's what we're talking about. That's how do we beat Verstappen.
Really well today. I think the boss is going to be happy
Always
with that
good when we beat Verstappen, because that's more points coming our way. And he got driver of the day, did Guanyu? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby.
They've done it then, here at Suzuka. A brilliant win on the beloved figure-of-8 circuit. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on track was: speed. I know it sounds like an awfully reductive statement, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sports that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. The governess increases their championship lead. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
Definitely Guanyu Zhou, isn't it? No matter what the rest of the field threw at him, he didn't put a foot wrong. Superb drive from him.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. And pulling further ahead in the standings, it's Red Bull. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
That we will, that Crofty, that we will, son. Sergio Perez, your race winner here in Japan. He'll win Honda's home Grand Prix, the Japanese Grand Prix, ahead of Guanyu Zhou and Jackie P. That's another good haul of points. Can we still win the Constructors? I think it's going to be tough, but we can still win it. Carlos Sainz, Verstappen, Alonso, Russell, Hamilton, Norris and Vips, your top 10. Yeah, it was a bit of a boring one, shall we say, and only one DNF, Esteban Ocon. But yeah, very boring. And I need to go and have a word with someone. Bear me a second. Podiums, we take those. We definitely take those. And Guanyu again. I tell you what. This back end of the season, since he had his contract negotiation, Guanyu has shone. Let's be perfectly honest with that. Guanyu has absolutely shone. He deserved that victory in Singapore. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But I think he's gearing up for to have himself a nice big season 4, like Tatiana.
This week's
Who remembers that?
info from sponsors is
Tatiana
cleared,
season
and we're
4.
making good profit
She
against
just
our
came
running
in
costs.
and whacked it down on the table with her. It was incredible to see. Right, we got the United States Grand Prix on the horizon. So let's see, we need anything with resource points. And there's only that chassis focus, so we'll take that there for more money. And now we'll take some G-Force training for Guanyu. Yeah, I think that's sensible. Excuse me. 8.7 in the kitty. Right, we've got 521 to spend. We still got 10 parts at risk. Can we get a double on the aero? It'd be nice if we could. Can we get a double on the... Oh, we could get a double on the brakes, maybe. Yes, we can get... Well, we can split them. We can split them. So we can get that, and there was one for about 250 here. Yes, we'll get that. There, perfect. So we still got 9 parts at risk for the aero, and I think it's about the same for the chassis as well. I think. Let's go to a fresh engine maybe for Kota, and there is the driver standings. Jackie now 24 points ahead, and Guanyu into P8. Tell me he's not pulling his weight this season. You'll love to see it anyway. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. Back on Thursday with the United States Grand Prix tomorrow. F1 Manager, their United States Grand Prix. So stay safe, be kind to each other, and we'll see you all for F1 Manager tomorrow.